Planty People, welcome back to my YouTube video channel. Today's the day I finally, well, so overexposed because there's a light there, but today's the day that I finally give you guys a tour of inside my Ikea greenhouse and how I have it set up and all the bells and whistles. I will also be giving you guys a little bit of an update because I did post a review type of video on the Ikea greenhouse, and I definitely have a few more things to say to add on to that review. If you're new here, don't forget to hit that subscribe button if you would like to. Also, please consider liking and leaving a comment down below. And let's just go ahead and get into the tour because I'm just as excited to talk about it as you guys are to see it. Okay, so this is what it looks like right now. I have a fake plant that I thought looked like a Hoya Bella, but according to Tate's plants, she thinks it looks like a fern, but it's not a fern, it's a fake Hoya Bella in my opinion. But I also keep a watering can and my really beautiful and long string of hearts right on the outside. I love you, Jessica. Thank you so much for trading with me. Jessica is so awesome. I met her in Plant Me Ashley's Discord, and she was just a wonderful human being, and she traded me a while ago. She gave me 2 Atabapoense cuttings for the price of 1 Albosingonium cutting because she just wanted to give me 2 cuttings because it was her first ever trade. And she was just excited, and I just love that energy, and I wanted to pay her forward. And so I was looking for a really long string of hearts, and she had one, and she said she wanted a Squamoferum cutting, which I actually already had some going, and I was like, I'm gonna go ahead and pay it forward or pay it back. And I gave her 2 cuttings just because she's so nice, and that's just what the plant community is about. That's what plants are about. They're about sharing and caring and just having a good time. And I also have both of my domino peace lilies over on the side. I did have them on my kitchen table, but they just weren't getting enough light, and I thought that they would do better right here, and they actually are. Okay, so let's go ahead and get to the good stuff. Okay, so this is kind of like, I've almost made it to, this is my Aetherium level, and this is my Philodendron level. That's just kind of how it worked out for the most part. But let me go ahead and just start from the beginning. And the beginning is lights. Now, if you guys end up getting an Ikea cabinet, do not trust double-sided sticky tape, because no matter if you get the best kind there is, like I got Gorilla Glue sticky tape, double-sided sticky tape, and it did not work. This guy lost 2 leaves because my light fell on it 2 different times and cut off a different leaf every single time. So do not do that. I would just get some sort of clip that you could attach to the lights. These clips came with these, I think it's the Barina lights. And then I just went and bought some magnet hooks, and because this is metal up here and it attaches right there, and it's so sturdy, you don't have to worry about the lights falling down in the middle of the night, which has happened to me before and happened on my 2nd level as well. Just go ahead and do this route. Don't even try the double-sided sticky tape because it will not work. Now, to the fun part, plants. Okay, so over in this corner, I have my beautiful Warrock that I got from Plant Me Ashley, and she's putting out a brand new leaf in this cabinet. I'm so excited. She's so beautiful. I thought I had actually broke it off, but it obviously I didn't. So I can't wait to see how big this guy gets, because they start off really small like this and they end up getting and growing really quite big. This guy grew to his environment, which was in a prop box, and he was literally the exact size of the prop box. So I can't wait to see how this guy grows with all of this space that he has. And up on this shelf is going to be my Hoya Mauna Loa Hindu rope, Carnosa compacta. I got this from Emily Jean's Plants. She is still alive, Emily. Although she doesn't have a ton of new growth, she's put out a little bit. You can see that pink little variegation almost in the leaf. That's new growth. She's also lost a leaf or 2, but that was also whenever she wasn't in this cabinet yet, and she was in my prop box, but she's doing good. I can see some little roots right there. I was gonna put this video out sooner, but I really wanted this cabinet to be everything and more to me. I wanted the aesthetics to match. I wanted everybody in the exact same type of pot. I just really wanted to go big or go home. And then I had to order these little containers, and whenever I order them, they of course were out of stock in black, and I had to spray paint them. I spray painted the containers, I spray painted the pegboard, I spray painted these trays. I just wanted everything to be exactly what I wanted with this cabinet. I have a little baby orchid up here. He's not doing the greatest. Whenever I first got him, he immediately lost a few leaves and his roots that were poking out, so I'm hoping that maybe he'll bounce back, but I'm not banking on it. This is a Hoya. I don't think I've ever showed you guys before, but I got this from the plant nurse, and if you can see right there, she's finally putting out some new growth. This is a Hoya Larissa Splash. There was a minute that I thought that this guy was dead, but he's got all of those new roots at the bottom. He's thriving, he's having a good time, and those didn't appear until I put him into this Ikea cabinet. Right next to it, I have my Aetherium dorayaki. This is a brand new leaf, still not completely hardened off yet. Like I said before, there were 2 more additional leaves that were on this guy, but the lights knocked both of them off. This is a leaf that the browning on this guy was already there. It wasn't because of the Ikea cabinet. This was just whenever it was sitting in my room. Oh man, I cannot remember the name of this guy. Maybe he has it on the back. Well, that's not really the name. Let me see. There we go. It is a Boba phylum Variegated. Now this guy is supposed to have like a really cool bloom. It's supposed to be almost, it looks kind of like a fuzzy bird's head, like you would imagine the orange bird of paradise, but like maroon and fuzzy. He's not doing very well in here. I don't know if it's too much sun, if it's not enough moisture. I'm gonna have to talk to my friends Brooke and Max and try to figure out what exactly is going on, because he put out this new growth and it's doing fine, and there's another little new growth bit right there that's coming out, but the rest of the foliage is really wrinkly, and I'm not sure if it's because I'm worried about him and I'm just, spraying him constantly, trying to give him a lot of moisture, or if I'm giving him too much moisture. So, it's a double-edged sword whenever it comes to wrinkling leaves. It's either too much water or not enough water. Now, this guy, I'm so happy and proud of. This is my Hoya sulawesi, and I got inspired to get this guy from BB Plants. I'd never heard of this plant before until I saw her unboxing, and it has thrown out this whole vine since it's been here, and also this other new vine. It was completely just the 2 leaves, and the 2 vines have come in my care. It was already lightly rooted whenever I bought her, and if you can tell, she is way more than lightly rooted. Next up is going to be my Aetherium mercanum. Now, this is the only original leaf that I bought the plant with, and I got this guy from Echeveria whenever I did a tour there. These are the 2 leaves that came out in my care, and it came out in my prop box. But this is the newest leaf that came out in this cabinet, and if you can tell, the size is completely like triple in size. Like, this was the newest leaf, and then it was this one. So the cabinet is definitely doing wonders for this guy. I'm sure it won't be too much longer before this leaf drops and gets more yellow. But I'm just very happy that with this brand new leaf, it looks so good. I already talked to you guys about my Borak. Okay, so let's talk about right in front. This is my Hoya microphylla green form. He's throwing a really nice long vine right there. He put out this new leaf not too long ago, and it is glorious, if I do say so myself. Whenever it gets a little bit bigger, I'm going to give it a nice chop and give it to Harley because she's been promising me a Sarawak cutting, and I'm going to give her a good cutting as well. And maybe another surprise or two. Now, if you follow Tate's Plants, especially on her Instagram page, her Aetherium magnificum was throwing a beautiful new leaf, and it was glorious. And well, I think my magnificum got jealous, and she was like, well, I'm going to throw a new leaf too. And it is just absolutely stunning, if I do say so myself. I pretty much have everybody in the exact same type of potting medium soil mixture, and that is a combination of soil, perlite, orchid bark, and sphagnum moss. I have almost everybody topped off with sphagnum moss, and everybody is obviously seeming to be loving it. There is so much new growth in this cabinet. It is insane. This is my Aetherium for Getty. I don't think that you guys have seen this yet. He's very dark, very deep and veiny. He's got a new growth point right there. You can see around the back side, it's getting ready to pop out. Yay, I'm just so excited. I'm just so excited to see all this new growth happening and that my plants are actually having a good time. Here is my Amedria medium silver. It's got its 2 original leaves down there. This one came out in my care in my bedroom, and now it is putting out a brand new leaf in this Ikea cabinet. I love that that really pretty fuzzy root. I keep thinking that maybe I'll just like push it up against the pegboard and then let it grow up it, but I'm not 100% sure I want it to just like leave it there. Like, I don't know if maybe I want to move it around, and you know, and I just don't want to have to pull it off of the pegboard and make it upset in any way, shape, or form. This guy's name escapes me. I can't think of what his name is off the top of my head. I did have the sticker on its original pot, but I have since repotted it into this, so I can't remember what its name is. I'll try and insert the name down below. This is an Aetherium though. This is his newest beautiful leaf, just like the Angar mercanum. I got him from Echeveria. He's had a few other leaves, and they've just been very upset in my bedroom, and so I thought that putting him here in the IKEA greenhouse cabinet would just be the perfect solution for him, and obviously it is, because he's just grown so big and beautiful. Like, he makes this guy look silly in comparison. Okay, and then right back here we have my Aetherium crystallinum that I got whenever I hit 1,000 subscribers on YouTube. Thanks you guys so much for subscribing and commenting. And look, he's throwing a brand new hand. It's such a beautiful leaf. This guy I had to completely reroot in the moss, and if you can tell, he's definitely rerooted. Like, this setup is just benefited my plants so much. I recently just put this guy in here because I have him outside. This is my Hoya Obovata Variegated, and it's the inward instead of the elbow marginated. But I just put him in here. He wasn't doing very good outside, and I think it's just because the temperatures got a little bit lower than they typically are here in Florida. So I'm hoping that maybe he'll stay in here and recoup a bit and maybe put out some new growth. That would be super nice, because I think I've had him for about a year now. Yeah, just a little over a year. And he put out this leaf, these 2 leaves for me, and he had put out 2 more, and I gave it a nice little chop, and it hasn't put out any new growth since. So I'm hoping that he'll be happier in here. Over here I have my, oh my goodness, Panthes. I do believe that is the name. And he is in here specifically so he can catch some of the fungus gnats that fly around. It's inevitable that you're gonna have fungus gnats in here. But if you can tell, right here was where the light also took out one of his pictures, which, ooh, just truly infuriates me. But he's doing pretty good in here. He has no complaints thus far. I've kept him alive. I keep him right here because whenever I do turn on my little humidifier, it like goes right on him. Now, I did try and clean this, but this is just, you know, this is real life. I have hard water, and even though I do pour my water in my humidifier from my refrigerator, it's still pretty hard, and this is just real life, honestly. I did try to clean up a bit, but not everybody is perfect. I'm definitely far from it. So now we're on to the philodendron level. And I also want to show you guys the lights set up for this. Now I kind of got inspired because Lucia did the tube magnet type of thing, and I think she did double-sided tape with one of the magnets, which is what I tried. You can tell there's still some tape right there. It just didn't hold up, so I used those magnet hooks right there and then a magnet right on top so that they stay nice and secure. Once again, I would truly recommend that. So first of all, what I have over in the left corner is going to be my Philodendron Splendid. I got this guy from Botanicas. It has put out 2 new leaves for me. This one's brand new, and I think that this one is also brand new. I decided to put him on a nice little pole because I want him to get nice and big and beautiful, and he has a new growth, oops, excuse me, right there. Right next to him, I just got this guy recently from a local plant store called Wild Roots. It's very trendy. I really love that place, but this is my outer variegated, elbow marginated Hindu rope, Hoya compacta. So many names for plants sometimes, but I really like this guy. This was a plant that's kind of like on my wish list, but it's like so understood that you want it that you don't put it on your wish list, if that makes any sense whatsoever. Like, it's kind of like understood that I need that plant. So right next to it sits my little Staghorn Pad. I have no idea what the name of this guy is. I just bought him from Wild Roots. I don't really think that they label a lot of their things, but I just thought he was so cool. I think he was like 15 bucks, and he's already got some new growth there in the middle, and I just can't wait to see him get more pads. So right next to him is going to be my Philodendron Varicosum. He's getting really close to the light, and I don't think that he's very happy about that. He's lost a leaf. There was another leaf right here, and it looks like this one is on its way out as well. But I did have him in a cloche for a really long time, and so I thought that putting him in here would make him the happiest. He's got new growth right there. I need to get him a bigger moss pole because obviously this one just ain't cutting it. I gave him a good little trim not too long ago, and he's already put out some really good foliage, so maybe once this next one comes out, I might give him another trim and see how mad he gets at me. But I also got him from Botanicas. Okay. So over here on the left side is my Philodendron Milanochrysome. He's doing well. I haven't checked on his roots in a bit, but this is the guy that I had to completely chop off all of his roots as well. Like, I feel like that's an ongoing theme sometimes. But he's put out this brand new leaf, which is just absolutely beautiful. It's bright maroon red. This leaf that he was putting out whenever I received him just hasn't completely fully opened, which is really upsetting, which I don't think that it'll ever completely open, but at least he's heading in the right direction with this leaf. And right behind him, I have one of my 2 Philodendron Atabapoenses. I just put him in here not too long ago. I have him on a moss pole. He's got some growth right there. I rotted his roots with Leca, and I think I did that with his sister as well, the other Philodendron Atabapoense, and I'm just so upset with myself because they were both doing so well, and they were putting out really good growth, and I just rotted their roots. And I think I'm actually going to be transitioning a lot of my faster growing like philodendrons out of Leca because I'm just really upset that I've done what I have done. And yeah, so welcome to my TED Talk. And this is the star of the show for me. This is going to be my Philodendron Squamoferum. This leaf I just want to die when I look at it. It's just so beautiful. Before, when I got him, he had like these types of leaves, and I think that those are great. And then whenever I got him, he put out this leaf, and he put out not that leaf. Let me get him. And he put out this leaf, which is a little wonky. And then whenever I put him in here, he put out this. Oh my gosh, I hope you guys can't hear my stomach growling. But he put out this gigantic beauty. And I've been spraying the crap out of the pole, and he's actually started to attach, which is just, I'm just excited to see what this new leaf looks like, because if it looks anything like this, I'll just literally fall over and just die if it's anything close. Okay, and the last plant that we have in here is my very, very sad Philodendron El Choco Red, which, such a sad story, because this was my #1 wish list plant, and it just looks so sad and so pitiful. And that is not at all what it looked like whenever I was buying it. When I spoke to the shop owner, he did say that he didn't take a good enough picture for the rip, which is a no-no. You should take a picture of all the flaws, and just, you know, so that the buyer knows exactly what they're getting into. And then he said that the spots right here were shipping damage, and he gave me a really tiny, you know, refund. And I'm just the type of person that I don't like haggling. I don't really like a lot of confrontation, and I just was like, whatever, and I'll deal with it. And philodendrons grow really well anyway, so maybe he'll put out a brand new leaf and it'll just look majestic as hell. But it also didn't picture this dude either, which I just don't even want to look at. He just looks so sad and so pitiful. I'm really tempted to just cut him off. Let me know in the comments down below if you think I should just chop off this little dude, because he's, I don't know, he's just so ugly. And it's not even the so ugly it's cute, it's just ugly. Well, there you have it, guys. That is going to be the end of my tour for my IKEA greenhouse. Please let me know in the comments down below if you're thinking about getting a greenhouse, and if you do have any questions, comments, concerns, let me know in the comments down below. I'd love to have a chit chat with you, and yeah, I will see you guys next time. Also, let me know if you're ready for spring/summer trades, because I can't wait. I can't wait to see what everybody's propping. I can't wait for all the giveaways, because I love this time of the year, because it's so exciting and it's so fun to just share plants with people. So if you're looking to trade anything, also let me know in the comments down below. Yeah, I will see you guys next time. Bye, guys.